Welcome to Sparklebritts, where we put misconduct on display, explore police and legal content, protect rights and demand accountability.
Not allowed to touch me. You're not allowed to touch me. Exactly. Look at this being slammed in here. Look at this. He's right in my face. I've been walking back. Trying to walk back, and you're following me. Stop following me, then.
A tense confrontation between the driver and the police broke out when the police stopped the car without giving a clear reason, constantly changing the explanation, making the driver angry, claiming that he was being harassed and bullied. The driver continuously fought back, accusing the police of abusing power, only knowing how to bully innocent people, and even mocking them for not doing the right thing, should go arrest real criminals. The police both asserted their right to stop anyone, and were confused when questioned about the legal basis, leading to circular and contradictory arguments. In the end, unable to find a reason to charge, the police had to retreat amid the ridicule of the driver, leaving behind a tense, absurd and ironic atmosphere. Watch the whole clip and please support this auditor by subscribing to his channel. The link is in the description.
So here I am, yeah, just walking down the road casually, got nothing on me, no weed, no nothing, don't even smoke nothing yet. I've not smoked weed all day, so there's no chance Plod can say that I've got weed on me. No chance, yeah, not a fucking chance, mate. You can try and pin it on me now, but watch me get searched now for no reason. I'll try and walk past and I'll get ragged. We'll see about this though, when they all go IPCC for harassment. That is the same business. Guarantee you get stopped, lad. Yeah. With the firm.
That's a bigger offence, like on a path. I'm standing here, doing nothing, doing nothing. You say it's now?
We're walking right there. Yeah.
Have a word, gents.
Sorry mate, what for?
Because they want to have a word.
You're on record, by the way.
No, you want to just... Well, that's fine. That's fine, but don't stick it in my face.
It's not on. You have to grab him, don't have to come close to me. Yeah, whoa. Yeah, the commotion of just walked down the road and you're grabbing me. Get on my face, mate. You're not allowed to touch anything I own. That's not what the heck, mate? You're all on record.
Let's start.
Mackie, Jim.
Bad Muppets. Hey, they've just seen an offence
Right, well, I've got no reason to be stopped anyway, so...
Just rode across here right past us. That's an offence, isn't it? On the path?
I suppose it is, yeah.
This is the officer that tried to arrest me yesterday. This is now harassment, twice in 2 days. Harassment. This officer, what's that? 7930.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just no point, mate.
So
we finished.
This
Are we
gentleman here was trying to speak to you, is that right?
And accuse us or something.
We had no reason to stop. We've got daily stuff to do.
I know we've got stuff to do. I don't want to drop my stuff because of the uniform. Well, no, mate. Well, that's how you look. There's a big naughty fire over there. Shouldn't be going doing your job, getting all...
Am I a fire brigade officer? No, I'm not.
There we go.
I'm not.
There we go.
No, we're not at all.
What's your name,
Why are you speaking to him like that? Why are you speaking to him like that? There's no reason to speak to him like that.
Go then.
Well, you're getting up on my face. You're telling me to...
So we can leave. We're all free to leave. We're all free to leave. We're free to leave. We've just been told to go. We're free to leave. We're not being detained. We're all going.
That's harassment.
Mackie, grab your bike. Hey, why are you getting in his face, eh?
Look at this, intimidation.
What's all this about?
Intimidation.
Let's get away out my face.
You're going
out my face. Listen, I'm not allowed to touch you. You're not allowed to touch me. Exactly. Look at this being slammed in here. Look at this. He's right in my face. I've been walking back. Trying to walk back, and you're following me. Stop following me, then.
Following us. Intimidation. You're going IPCC. You're going IPCC.
See you later. See you later. I can't believe how fucking stressed you have just made me, like, proper. Can't believe that. The state of the law. We have no reason to leave. We can do what we want in our public place. We don't have to leave.
Why? Well, that's intimidation. I'm asking you to go away from me.
State of the commotion. This is down to the police. Police caused the trouble. Do you understand this? Did you see that?
Let's go. I'm going to arrest you all for piece of peace.
Breach of peace. You've just shouted your face off, not us. Did you hear how loud that was? Breach of peace. Whatever. See you later. See you later.
My solicitor received a phone call yesterday about you, and he's on to you.
See you later.
Exactly. My solicitor's already on to you, mate. Hey, get on that then.
FTP, police being tethered, say no more.
Lad, who do you
no
think
lads,
you'll be walking up to as
no
well?
lads, we've just tethered them.
All
IPCC
got
are getting
tethered.
told, mate, yeah,
Fucking
what?
bullied.
Yes!
Fucking
You
bullied.
know this. Look at them.
Bullied.
Look at them Muppets. Look at the
Muppets.
Muppets.
No.
Nothing else better to do. Nothing else. Haha.
Someone's setting an
See you
audio
later.
down there.
Pause it.
Someone's setting
Pause
an
it.
The police stopped the car to check the documents according to the road traffic law, but the driver firmly denied that he was a driver, only admitted that he was moving in a private car, and claimed that he had revoked his driver's license, did not need insurance or vehicle registration. He repeatedly cited the right to freedom of movement, made a series of extreme legal arguments, and even refused to provide his name, address or date of birth, leaving the police confused and arguing endlessly. The police repeatedly emphasized the obligation to present documents, but in the end, they could not draw up a record or summon him to court because he did not have personal information. Watch the whole clip and please support this auditor by subscribing to his channel. The link is in the description.
If you no, actually, it isn't by definition. There's a notice up here for you as well.
Well, Mercedes make motor vehicles. This would be classified as a motor vehicle. It's a mechanically propelled vehicle, isn't it?
It's
That's
a
motor.
mechanically propelled vehicle,
Yeah.
adapted or intended for use on the road.
correct.
That's the definition
So,
of.
so you would
excuse
also
me.
know that the
Excuse
Road
me.
Traffic Act covers them as well.
Excuse
so we
me.
can stop you there.
Excuse me. That is the definition of a motor vehicle. Okay.
Mechanically propelled vehicle, yeah.
Indeed. Okay. The definition of a vehicle, which is in the two words there,
Yeah.
not defined in the Road Traffic
But
Act.
what
Excuse me.
mechanically propelled vehicle is, though, isn't it?
Excuse me. Motor vehicle, two words. Okay.
And mechanically propelled vehicle are also covered by
Can
the
you
Traffic
let
Act.
me finish? I'll let you finish.
Yeah, go
Okay. A vehicle
Yeah.
is defined as a commercial device for transporting passengers or goods. Okay, legally defined. I have contacted the DVLA,
Yeah.
the Secretary of State for Transport,
Yeah.
the Attorney General, the Chief Police Officer of the Association of Chief Police Officers.
Only for the Metropolitan, though, wasn't it?
No. Oh, that's I've also since contacted the Chief Police Officer, Sir Hugh Ord, of the Association of Chief Police Officers. So, essentially, that information.
Obviously, I can see.
I've received agreements from all of them.
All right, no problem. Obviously, we don't come across this sort of thing every day.
I know,
right?
I do understand.
Yeah, so appreciate from where I'm coming from.
Certainly.
What is it you've actually given me here?
This is notification which has been sent to all the relevant departments.
You've got a list in there, yeah.
Yeah. That I am exercising my right to travel
Yeah.
upon the public roads.
Okay.
Okay. This is a right that hasn't been taken away from us. Okay.
Yeah.
We only agree to waive it.
When you say
If we-
when you say we, what do you mean? As
Everybody.
In, everybody, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We've agreed to waive that right
Yeah.
by getting a driving license.
Okay.
Yeah. And accepting the title of driver,
Yeah.
which is a commercial activity.
Yeah.
I'm not acting in commerce unless you've got
No,
proof.
I'm not saying you are. I'm
Unless
honestly not saying
okay.
you are.
Unless you, and I don't. I've got nothing against you.
I know you haven't. I know you haven't.
As a police
I can
officer,
see-
doing your
I can
job.
see you've obviously got something that you've put across here. Obviously, I don't know what that is. That's why I'm
I
just
do
trying to find
understand.
out.
I do understand. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be difficult.
I know you're not. I know you're not.
And the thing is that until
Have you been stopped before with it?
I have been stopped. I haven't, not since I deregistered the car.
So I'm lucky enough to the first one to
You
go.
are. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
I've informed everybody of what I intended to do, asking for objections.
Yeah.
Not received a single one.
Yeah.
Not a single one. I've let the DVLA know what my new insignia is.
Yeah.
They've been informed. Okay.
So is that one you just sort of put on it, or?
This is my insignia.
Okay.
This is now a privately owned motor vehicle.
Right.
Well, not a motor vehicle, a conveyance. There's a lack of terminology in the English language for this, but this is a privately owned automobile. Okay? All these are publicly owned motor vehicles.
Yeah.
There is a difference.
Yes.
I'm not a driver. I'm travelling.
Okay.
Okay, and in order to travel, I do not need documentation. I've rescinded my driving license.
So where do you get your sort of? Because obviously we're deeming this as a car.
I know you do, and
Yeah.
and I'm not. Again, I'm not having a go at you. You, as police officer, you're not taught this because police constables, which is what you actually are there only to preserve the peace and protect the citizens. But in your role as a police officer, you're a little more than tax collectors. I'm not, again, not having a go.
Paid, I don't mind.
Yeah, I know, I understand. I understand.
Right,
but
right, well, let's we'll go and find out where we stand and go from there. Do you have any ID to prove that's you?
I don't need some. This is me.
Right, okay.
I don't need any. And I do have to draw your attention to this notice. This notice here.
All right, okay. I'm going to get one for my own car, I think.
On the side, you can. This is. You can.
I don't think my governor will tell me.
Well, you know what? It's just exerting your rights in the same way as these other companies do to you.
We'll just go have a quick look at that. We'll try and be as quick as you can, all right? Give us a second.
Absolutely. Well, that went well. Well, apparently well. We'll see. The guy's laughing, so he could just be taking the piss out of me. So this is interesting. This is the first ever stop. And well, we'll see what happens. I'm pointing the camera at the officers now. Hopefully, I don't know if you can see them. Have a little chat back there. Yeah, I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, here we go. Another police car has arrived, and he's trying to sort of hem me in as if I'm going to escape. So it looks like a more senior police officer arrived. So there we go, they're all having a little conflab there. This could be the you know, the beginning of a strong arm tactic. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, looks like I might have to wait here for a little while for a response, so I'll get back to you in a minute.
Go on, okay. You ready?
Yep, sure.
Okay, we've had a check of that. From what we're being told, we have to adhere to the Road Traffic Act and whatnot. So just let me finish.
Okay.
I appreciate you've got what you've got to say, all right? So give me a second. I have to point out the offences that we suspect at the minute. There's no insurance shown as being held. Failing to exhibit the registration mark for the vehicle, which is originally, I think, it was 04 plate. Obviously, no tax. Okay, and there's no MOT as it's shown as expired. All right. I appreciate. Let me just finish what I've got to say, because I appreciate you're going to have a reply to it. I have to caution you. Okay, time now is 4:06. Just let me finish.
Are you arresting me then?
No, I'm not arresting. I'm not arresting you.
Okay.
I'll explain after where I'm going. All right.
Okay.
To say anything, it may harm your defence if you don't want to remain questioned so much later on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Okay, you're not under arrest. All right, just so you're aware of that. The reason I reported you is because they're traffic offences. Okay, but you're not under arrest at this time. But good. Do you want to reply to that?
What traffic offences?
The ones I went through. So no insurance.
Which apply to motor vehicles and drivers.
Yeah.
Which I have strenuously explained to
Obviously,
you.
we have to go by the law of the land.
Which is not the law of the
land.
land.
Driver.
Which is not the law of the land.
Okay. I appreciate what you're saying, but I have to go by the Road Traffic Act at this time. All right. Are you prepared to give me any identification of your driving licence?
I don't. As I told you, I rescinded my driving licence and no longer have one.
Okay.
I do not have any identification.
You sent your driving licence back?
I sent it back with a notice to rescission to rescind it.
Okay.
It terminates the contract that goes along with it.
Okay. Obviously, due to the offences, I require your name and address. Are you prepared to give that to me?
I do not have a name.
You don't have a name?
I do not have a name.
Okay. How long have you owned the car for?
I purchased this automobile 2 years ago.
Okay. Was it originally, when it was under the 04 plate, was it in your name? Because obviously the owner, the previous owner, you would have had to fill in the logbook.
Indeed. I filled that in with the words "without prejudice," which does not bind me. I filled that document in with the words "without prejudice," which doesn't bind me to that document because it had unrevealed clauses in it.
Okay then. So, but you did put it in your, as in you put your name on there, but you didn't. You put in there without prejudice.
Indeed.
Okay. All right. Give us a sec. So, what name did you put on the logbook?
Well, since you've been able to determine the original registration of this one,
there's nothing secret about it. All it will be is we can look at the chassis number and we can determine the original registration. And obviously that will give us a name. So there's nothing secret to that. I'm not trying to keep anything from you, but I'm saying it has come back with a name on the original plate. So I just wanted to check that that's the one you put on the logbook. That's all. I'm glad to see that. Obviously, my documentation went through since you were able to, from my insignia, match it to. So the DVLA have recorded it. Okay. Yeah. My name's Dave. I don't. It's not my name. It's been assigned to me. But you can call me Dave. Have you got? Do you have a name on your birth certificate? Or?
That's not my
mum or dad must have
It's not my birth certificate.
Your mum and dad must have named you at some point.
Yeah, it's not my birth certificate though.
All right. Okay. What did your mum and dad name you then?
It belongs to the Crown, and it's not to be used for identification.
All right. So what did your mother and father call you?
Dave.
And what surname did they give you?
I don't have a surname.
You don't. Right. Okay. A date of birth.
I don't know it. I wasn't conscious at the time. Anything else is hearsay.
So you don't know your date of birth?
No idea.
All right, Dave. Give us a second.
Okay.
Hello, Dave. You're right to call me you Dave?
Yeah, sure.
Is that what you're
known as?
Okay, Dave. Obviously, if you can't provide me any documentation, which you say you can't.
I just did.
No, in terms of what I'm asking for, so your licence, MOT.
I already told you I do not have a licence.
Okay.
I have rescinded it.
So are you not able to produce me an MOT or an insurance certificate?
I cannot produce those things to you at all.
Okay, no problem. And obviously it's shown as not being insured. You're not willing to provide me with any identification.
I don't have any identification.
Name and address. I cannot issue with the summons. So therefore,
you cannot issue a summons. I'm afraid that's your internal process. I don't have any identification.
Dave, I appreciate. I've read what you've got. However, I have to go by what.
Indeed.
Okay.
What is it again? What is
obviously? I don't want to have to end up arresting you for not providing details, but we're going down that route under Section 24 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act. I don't have to do that.
Under Section 24
of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act.
Okay. Of PACE. So unfortunate I don't have my copy of PACE with me this time because under PACE you're required to have the basis of a criminal investigation.
Yeah,
in order to stop me, which is
good.
A criminal investigation.
The offence is the road traffic offence.
Is that a criminal investigation?
Well, no, because it's anything
criminal investigation.
No, and for obviously the report for the issue of a summons, which I can't do because you won't provide me any detail.
I'm afraid, criminal investigation. That's your basis. And before we carry on, I've just got to tell you that my fee schedule is active since this guy has blocked me in.
I didn't know, Dave Gagan.
My fee schedule, which is detailed in the papers you were served with, is now active since I've been impeded. Okay. You basically need details of criminal investigation. So what is the nature of your criminal investigation?
It's in relation to the traffic offences.
Which is not a criminal investigation.
No, but it's obviously for reporting an issue of a summons, civil, which I can't do, can I? Because you're not providing me with a name or address.
I've given you details, which are in.
Dave, we go around in circles.
I have given you details.
Yeah, You've given me a piece of
information.
Paper. I don't know who you are. I don't know your address.
I do not have any identification.
Okay.
I never carry identification.
And just to clarify, you don't have an MOT, you don't have a licence, and you don't have insurance. Is that correct?
I have. I cannot provide you with those documents.
And why is that, please?
I've already explained to you.
Okay, so just clarify, why can't you provide me insurance?
I've rescinded my driving license.
Yeah, I know the driving license.
I have deregistered this automobile. I'm travelling, exercising my right to travel upon the road in any manner I see fit.
Okay. All right, Dave, I'm not trying to be awkward with you. Please
I
understand.
know, I understand.
I'm only trying to do my job, all right? I appreciate you've got your side of things, but obviously I've got mine.
Right, you have. So you have all the addresses you need.
You haven't given me one.
You have all the addresses. I cannot provide you one. You have all the addresses. You have all the addresses you need in my documentation. You have also.
Is there an address on your documents?
I've given you documentation. You can. Dave, if you've read through it.
Obviously, it's your, as you said, it's your documentation. Do you have an address in there? I'll look through it if there is one.
I have. You have my documentation. You've read through it. I take it. You'd see addresses in there.
Yeah. Obviously, there's pages.
Yeah.
So I can't read it at the side of the motorway.
Okay, I thought you got in the car.
No, I've gone through some of it. Don't get me wrong, I have read over some of it. Okay. We've gone through the acts and whatnot, because that's why we've checked them without obviously our control.
Okay.
So that's why I'm asking, do you have an address?
I don't have addresses. I have care of addresses. And as I said,
do you not have somewhere where you live?
In my documentation.
That's in the bit you give me.
It's in my documentation.
I'll look through it. All right.
Desperately trying to get Joinder. Definitely trying to get Joinder here.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I'm Paul. How are you?
I'm fine. Hello,
Good.
Paul.
It's a bit rude, isn't it?
I'm sorry. Don't get into my private property.
Okay.
It would be called classed as trespassing.
Okay. Can you provide me with your driving licence?
As I've explained to the other officer, I've rescinded my driving licence.
So you're driving on a road with no driving licence?
I've rescinded my driving licence. I'm not driving. I'm exercising my right to travel as documented in the Queen's Bible.
It is. Okay. Do you have any insurance in place on this vehicle?
I've already said I've deregistered the car. I've actually informed everybody, including the DVLA, the Ministry of Transport, the Attorney General, the Chief Police Officer of the Association of Chief Police Officers. Right? They have all received a notification of what I'm doing.
So you've got no insurance?
I do not claim to have any documentation.
Thank you for watching. Police using vague justifications to stop, question, or detain people without cause is a growing concern. Simply being in public is not a crime, and officers cannot demand compliance without legal justification. Whether it's intimidation tactics, unlawful demands for ID, or escalating situations without cause, standing your ground and recording every interaction is key to holding them accountable. Always ask questions, challenge unlawful orders, and never let your rights be ignored. Subscribe for more UK police accountability videos, real encounters, and important lessons on knowing your rights. Stay informed, stay empowered, and never stop filming.